Netflix says theaters are fine. The trailer park is packed. The Odyssey and Doomsday are leaking all over the place. You get a Hulk. You get a Hulk. And you get a Hulk. And ScarJo's a Golden Girl. All of that and so much more here on News Dump. What up, big dog?
What up, homie?
Riding high.
Yeah?
No, I'm tired. I'm really tired today. Got my teeth cleaned this morning.
Wow, good for you. How about that?
I'm licking the inside of my teeth right now as we speak because they're so smooth.
I'm like 2 years. Oh, I love when they do the plaque removal, especially in the back. Yep. I'm like 2 years overdue for one, so I gotta get in there.
I just got my retainers for my Invisalign. I'm done.
You're
now
done
I'm
with
just
it.
at night. Look at my teeth. They look great.
Wow, they look like teeth.
Yeah, Perfect Smiles, Nashua, New Hampshire.
How about that?
Go and check them out. That's Fryer's neighborhood. You can go and find his house. I'm not going to tell you where he lives.
You can go egg his house.
It's the area. You can put baloney on his car.
Is that true, by the way? That was always the rumor that baloney would strip the paint off the car. Is that true?
I think salami does.
Oh, the other salted meat. Okay.
Yeah, it's the other. Well, bologna, that's trash. It's trash.
No. Don't pretend you're not a bologna guy here. Come on.
I'm not a bologna guy.
What do you mean you're a hot dog guy? It's the same idea.
I love a hot dog. I don't like fried bologna. I don't like bologna.
What do you mean you don't like fried bologna?
But also, I love
Don't
mortadella.
ever let a Mexican hear you say you don't like fried bologna.
What?
It's an all-time great snack. Bologna, butter on a tortilla, fried. Incredible.
Not sure if that's a Mexican staple, but okay.
Sure is. My
Is it?
Mexican aunt, yeah, has been making it for fucking 50 years.
All right. Well, I do love hot dogs. You are correct about that. I do love my mortadilla, but
Mortadella.
yeah, whatever it is.
Mortadella is just, you got to get the little peppercorn out of there. That's the issue with mortadella.
Oh, no, I like whatever you want. Just shove it in there.
No, take it out. The texture's bad on that.
You want some nuts in there?
No.
Put your nuts in. It's good.
No, thank you.
All right, Mac. Terrible news. Horrible news. This
really
this
bad news.
fucking stunned me, actually.
Yes.
When I saw this, I was like, oh, my goodness, no. Rob Reiner, Hollywood legend, directing, acting, he and his wife, Michelle, have died.
Yeah, the report, it hasn't been confirmed by authorities yet, so this could be wrong. But it sounds like this guy is in custody. The police have taken their son, Nick, in custody, and it sounds like Nick may have killed his mother and father.
It is, it's pretty devastating.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
I don't know how old Nick is, but Rob was 78. Michelle Singer Reiner was 68. So it stands to reason that Nick's an adult here. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know a thing about him. I don't know if he's been troubled or what, but we'll get past that. Of course, Rob Reiner first came to notoriety on All in the Family, one of the all-time great sitcoms. He played Mike Meathead. And then, lo and behold, Meathead becomes one of the greatest directors to ever walk this earth.
Yep. And
his
people,
Go ahead.
sorry, but people have been throwing out there his 5-movie run in the 80s, where it's Goonies, Princess Bride, Spinal Tap.
I don't think he directed Goonies.
What was it?
I don't think he directed Goonies. Maybe he wrote or produced.
Sorry, Stand By Me. I apologize. Kids, I always get confused.
Yeah.
Stand By Me, Princess Bride, Spinal Tap, When Harry Met Sally, and then A Few Good Men, all in a row.
Yeah, it's even more than that. You forgot Misery, too.
So was that 6 in a row?
7, I think. There might have been one in there that wasn't great, but so his directorial debut was This Is Spinal Tap, which is obviously one of the greatest mockumentaries of all time. That has been, copycatted and then some. And then after Spinal Tap, he proceeds to do Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all-time movies he did within a decade of each other. So that is incredibly impressive. That run is up there with any other.
Yes, so he did.
Run.
Yes, so the sure thing was in between This Is Spinal Tap and Stand By Me. So it was Stand By Me, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men.
Yeah,
that was his run of 5 movies.
6.
And no, 6 out of 7.
Oh yeah.
But okay. I mean, obviously that doesn't matter. But
yeah. It's
amazing.
He also just came out with Spinal Tap 2 this year. And then he's already shot Spinal Tap 3, which I forget what it's going to be called. One of those funny little names on it. That's supposed to come out next year. So obviously they'll maybe pay tribute to him in that. But one of the all-time great artists a man that basically raised a generation. There's people that grew up on those movies that have been heavily influenced by Rob
What I also
Reiner.
love too is that there's a whole generation of people that know him as Jess's dad from New Girl.
Yes, that's true too. Yeah.
Like most of my coworkers, they're like, "Oh, that was Jess's dad in New Girl."
Oh, I hate that. But
Well,
what are you gonna do?
people don't always watch stuff from the 80s.
I know, but those are classics. Those transcend a decade. Those are like, I mean, like Stand By Me for sure. When Harry Met Sally is one of the greatest rom-coms of all times. I was just talking about A Few Good Men the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Misery, all-time great horror movie. People love The Princess Bride. Like those transcend decades. Those are all-timers.
News dump. Oh, we forgot to mention this last week. We were sent a delicious treat from a listener from Grater's, which is an ice cream place in Cincinnati. What a fucking treat. What a delicious, delicious ice cream.
So good. So I'm not the biggest ice cream guy on the planet. Don't kill me. I do like it every now and then. This ice cream, Grater's, has, sometimes you get the pints or whatever, and they're like rock solid. Well, Grater's somehow has figured out like that gelato consistency where it's like smooth as butter. It's fucking delicious. Their flavor, what is it? Black raspberry chip.
Yeah, the black raspberry chip.
So good. And I don't know how they figured out the chocolate consistency in their ice cream. Often when you get like ice cream with chocolate chips or other stuff in it, that shit's rock hard too. I don't know how they got their chocolate to be so smooth. And
it's so smooth.
It makes no sense.
It's not chalky. There's no chalkiness to it.
No sense whatsoever.
Also, if you get lucky, some of the chips are over like 4 inches.
Yeah. Well, I'd never heard of Grater's. I'm sure many of you out there haven't, but if you see it in the supermarket or if you'd like to order,
you can
online,
order them. Go to their
I think
website,
it's well
Grater's. Order a nice 6-pack.
Yeah, there you go.
We both had the black raspberry.
Yep.
We both had the vanilla.
Mhm.
Both dynamite. I had the midnight crunch. You had the peanut butter chip.
Yeah, quite good.
Awesome. Love it.
Yep.
But the chip's big enough to make Mac blush. And put that on the DVD cover. News dump. What is the Netflix CEO up to, Mac?
The Netflix CEO said, theatrical is an important part of the Warner Brothers business and legacy, and we don't want to change what makes Warner Brothers so valuable. If this deal had happened 2 years ago, hits like Minecraft and Superman would still have premiered on the big screen as they did, and that's how we plan to keep it. So it seems like, and again, I don't know, and we're talking about Ted Sarandon here.
Right, Ted Sarandon. I've also seen that
whatever the fuck his name
Paramount is in the middle of a hostile takeover where they've offered $110 billion, but they want the whole lot. They want TBS. They want TNT. They want whatever they want the Discovery side of Warner Brothers.
Be good on my end or no fucking deal.
That's what they keep saying.
I don't know if he's now saying this because there's been so much pushback or if this was truly their plan from jump. I will say it is probably better for some of the smaller movies that go to theaters on a $50 million budget or $40 million budget and make $10 million. Just put it out to streaming. If you're going to lose money, you might as well put it to streaming and maybe get the ad revenue back. I don't know. This remains to be seen how this is going to go. This is brand new territory. A major movie studio going to a streaming service is like, because obviously HBO Max was already in cahoots with WBDC, but all the major releases were still getting released in the movie theater.
Well,
so
but then we had the pandemic where they were released same day, and a lot of directors are like, we're not working with you anymore.
So, yeah, maybe that'll be what happens with Netflix here. I don't know. This is going to be very interesting.
I think what Netflix is doing, and once again, we don't know what the H is happening. I think Netflix knows that they're not going to get this done. And what they're doing is they're just pandering to everyone being like, we would have done it this way. And they know that they're not going to have to deal with this.
Yeah, maybe.
News dump. Supergirl in the sky. There she goes. Flying
real high.
That's her theme song, right?
Yes, that's the world-famous Supergirl Flying High song. Goo, what'd you think about this trailer?
It's interesting. The ghosts. It looks like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Totally fine with that.
No, I love that.
There's a lot of people not fine with that, though.
I know, but it has a very Guardians of the Galaxy, I would say almost specifically 3 feel to it. just because you're dealing, that's when Star-Lord's a little sad. He's having a sad. And now Supergirl going to Red Suns being like, I wouldn't mind, forgetting my woes.
I think it's important to remember, however, that we're constantly clamoring, not maybe you and I, but we as a general sense here, female-led movies, female-led films, Millie Alcock starring in a major blockbuster.
Which, by the way,
as
why
a
did you
superhero.
say that she looked like...
She looks exactly like Will Poulter when she's wearing sunglasses. The lower half of her face.
And now you have ruined her face for me. You have destroyed it. The entire trailer I'm watching saying, that looks like Will Poulter.
That's Will Poulter.
Come on, Mac.
Same lower half. That's okay. That's all right. Good. I think this trailer looks fun. It looks really, really fun. And because now we're not, comic book nerds here. Sure, there's a sect of people that have and love Supergirl lore. We don't give a fuck. I don't care anything about Supergirl.
No, he does a good job of sticking to lore.
Well, again, I don't give a fuck.
It's also
because
he's
I don't
not
know
directing
anything.
it. He's just in charge of.
I don't know
James
anything
Gunn.
about it.
Yeah.
So do what you want. So this looks great to me. This looks awesome.
Oh.
I'm very much looking forward to this.
Lobo.
Yeah, you got
You know
Momoa
who
as
Lobo
Lobo.
looks like?
Who?
He looks like Jason Momoa.
He's smoking a cigar. You see that?
Of course he is.
He's got a space cycle.
I think it's a space cigar too.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Sounds like the Lonely Island Space Olympic song, where they just put the word space in front of all the events. Also, I would like to say this, is that if they want to tease the DC universe as your favorite DC characters, and then in parentheses, but now they're Guardians of the Galaxy, I mean, I'd probably still like that.
Works for me.
The
bar is low for DC.
This has nothing to do with Supergirl, but also kind of does. I just rewatched the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special that came out 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
What a delight.
It's fun.
What a breezy, fun time. My 5-year-old was cackling the whole time. He loved it.
Goo, also to note, Millie Alcock said, what did she say?
What did Millie Alcock say?
David Cornsweet will return as Superman in Supergirl. So there you go. There's a little fun cherry on top of the whole thing.
News dump. Got a short trailer for the drama. This stars Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, and this is shot in Boston. And keep this in mind, they had a picture in the newspaper.
Yep, they announced the fake wedding. Goo, this hits theaters in April next year. The film follows that couple, Pattinson and Zendaya, whose relationship takes a major, unexpected turn before their wedding. And from what I'm gathering, the online chatter is they're kind of like...
What does the online chatter say?
They're kind of marketing this as like a fun, romantic rom-com, and I think
teaser didn't look like that.
I think it's kind of more of a thriller, is what I'm gathering.
Oh.
So, looking forward to it. Two great actors, and that's a good premise.
News dump. Got a teaser, a very short teaser for Street Fighter, and I will say this before you read off this ridiculous cast list. I think they understood the assignment.
Great way to describe it, Goo. I think they saw what Mortal Kombat
exactly
did, and we're like, let's do that.
Here.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
This stars Noah Centineo as Ken Masters, Andrew Koji as Ryu, Kalina Liang as Chun-Li, Roman Reigns as Akuma, David Dastmalchian as M. Bison, Cody Rhodes as Guile, Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibicki, Eric Andre as Don Savage, 50 Cent as Balrog, Jason Momoa as Blanca, Orville Peck as Vega, Olivier Richters as Zangief? I don't know that name. Haruko Goto as E. Honda, Raina Vallandigham as Julie, Alexander Volkanovsky as Joe, Mel Johnson as Cammy, Vidyut Jamwal as Dalsim, and our boy Goo, Kyle Mooney as Marvin. So it sounds like they have a good mix of real actors, wrestlers, MMA fighters to have a lot of fun in this movie.
News dump. Got our trailer for Volume 2 of Season 5 of Stranger Things, and I don't know how much more it tells us. It just tells us more chaos.
Yeah, confuses the situation more, muddies the water more, tells us everything we know about the Upside Down we don't actually know. And Ross Duffer gave a brief description of the next 3 episodes, 5, 6, and 7, leading into the finale. Episode 5, Frank Darabont is back. He directed episode 2 or 3. He flexes very different muscles on this one than he did on the Turnbow Trap. That's the episode he directed. It's far darker and far scarier. Goo.
I said fart for a second.
Episode 6, directed by Sean Levy. We know him. It's the biggest episode of the 3, and the performances make us cry every time we watch it. And episode 7...
Is that a good or a bad thing?
I don't know.
Is it happy tears?
Sounds like death.
Sad tears?
Episode 7, aside from the finale, it's probably the most emotional chapter of the season, which makes sense because it's the penultimate episode of the series. We discussed Stranger Things this past week, Goo, and it took 3.5 episodes to really ramp up for me, but I'm pretty much fully back in. I'm really intrigued as to how this is gonna finish, and it could be disappointing, but they've roped me back in. They've got my attention again.
I'm still lukewarm. I didn't love the first 4 episodes. Respond to me, bitch. Okay, that's fine. News dump. All right, the first 6-minute prologue for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey played on IMAX 70mm screens this past weekend. It played in front of showings of Sinners and One Battle After Another. Did you see it, Mac?
Yeah. This leaked onto Reddit and therefore onto X, the full 6-minute prologue, and it was the Trojan horse scene of all the people hidden in the Trojan horse. Nolan is just it, right? He's just that guy.
Yeah.
The 6 minutes of this got me so excited for the movie, and the scores are always so good in his movies. The way even this 6-minute prologue was shot built tension so fucking well. I am so excited for this movie.
News dump. Mac, I would like to skip this next topic and put it at the end and allow people to leave if they want.
Well, we don't have to talk about the leak that you and I saw.
I think we should talk about the leak at the end, though.
Okay. All right. We're talking about Avengers Doomsday.
Well, let me get
come
to
back
let's
in
do
10 minutes.
Let's do Paul Bettany.
Okay.
Let's do Paul Bettany first.
Sure.
He teases that he will return as Vision in Avengers Secret Wars, saying, I think I've got some Avengers duties next year. That's all 4 Beatles wrapped into one.
I was going to say, thanks, John, Paul, Ringo, and George.
Marshall.
George. I would really like to see a trailer for Vision Quest sometime soon. I really not want to know what the fuck's going on there. But I'm happy to take Vision back, White Vision, presumably, back into the Avengers mold.
News up. Spider-Man and the Punisher will reportedly team up to fight the Gray Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Why not? How many colors are in the Crayola box? Gray is not in the original 8, so...
You get a Gray Hulk, and you get a Gray... Or
Let me ask
you... You get a Hulk. You get a Hulk.
So if I want to make a Gray, there's no white in the 8 Crayola
I would go
either.
black crayon with
black,
white, I guess.
But there is no white. So the 8 colors that are in a Crayola box, 3 primary,
you got to get
red,
the 24
blue,
pack.
yellow. Well, what if they hand out the 8s? You got to pay more for the other ones.
Or just
orange,
ever so lightly
yellow,
use the black.
purple, brown, black.
Yeah, you could ever so lightly use the black, maybe.
So you got to like really softly.
Yeah, and then smudge it, maybe. I don't know.
You got to get cray paws. And then you gotta smudge
Goo.
right in there. Yeah.
I'm glad you asked because I also don't know anything about the Gray Hulk. Famously known as Joe Fixit. He is an intelligent, cunning, and morally ambiguous version of Bruce Banner, who works as a mob enforcer in Las Vegas, contrasting with the Savage Hulk's brute force and the Professor Hulk's wisdom. So, presumably, this is now a third version of Bruce Banner we're going to see.
I'm good.
He's characterized by his gray skin, would you believe that? Sharp mind, pinstripe suit, and penchant for self-interest, often operating as an anti-hero, using intellect and guns alongside his enhanced strength.
Wait,
now
the Hulk uses guns?
Yeah, who doesn't like guns, right? You know, biggest Second Amendment guy.
Good point.
Apparently his origins, on top of that, is he emerged from Banner's dissociative identity disorder, stemming from childhood abuse, manifesting as a mobster fantasy. I have a sneaking suspicion this is not going to be a Bruce Banner at all. It'll be a lot of these same character notes, but I'd have a hard time figuring they're going to get Ruffalo in the mix. Maybe he will, but I don't think he'll be doing Gray Hulk. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. We've already introduced 2 other Hulks, Hulk's son and She-Hulk. So we're on our 4th Hulk now. I guess 5th if you want to differentiate between Professor Hulk and the original Hulk. A lot of Hulks, and I don't know a thing about them.
We have here an exclusive clip from the movie. Hey, little guy, what's that guy over there doing? Hey, you're the Hulk. Why do you have a gun? This is America, right?
That sounded like a South Park episode.
Well, that's how I do my voices. You gotta. I'm sorry, no, those are from the movie. I didn't do voices.
Right.
News dope. Scarlett Johansson is rumored to be playing Gilda Gold in The Batman Part 2. Gold is the wife of Harvey Dent in the comics.
I don't know who this character is. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure. News dope. Little 19, 12 second.
It's
Those are two different
10,
numbers.
11, 12-second teaser.
It's anywhere from 0 to infinity.
There you go.
And beyond.
That's how
Speaking of
integers
Tim,
work.
the Toolman Taylor.
Not lanterns. We got a lanterns teaser. Bunch of stills, basically. I'm actually really looking forward to this show. I like Green Lantern. I like the idea of multiple lanterns. So this could be great.
News dope. Timothée Chalamet confirms that there will be a 15 to 20 year time jump for Dune 3.
The name of the book that it's modeled after is escaping me, but that's
I think
what
it's
happens.
Dune, but you spell it with a 3 instead of an A.
That's what happens in the real Duneverse. We'll get Anya Taylor-Joy as a sister, and I'm intrigued by this. You know, it's going to be an older version of Chalamet. We're going to get more, things. Whatever. Denis Villeneuve can do whatever he wants. Villeneuve.
Adam Sandler echoed what we said during our Dune Part 2 when he was talking to Chalamet in front of that big crowd, and he's like, "Oh, when you did that voice and you got everyone involved, I lost it right there."
You nailed it. Chalamet.
Have you watched the Grande one with him yet, Sandler?
No, I have not.
I saw the clip of Plemons talking to Michael B. Jordan. What a delightful conversation that is, too.
They've known each other for so long. It's a great one.
But they're talking about how Plemons is he's a good, you don't expect it. He's a pretty good basketball player.
Oh, yeah.
And Plemons is, if people don't expect it, I can shoot a little bit. And Jordan's like, no, don't sell yourself short. You're a good basketball player. No one brings up, and maybe it's just because of the clip, he was in Like Mike.
Yeah, they showed the one of the pictures from him in Like Mike. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's not like Mike, though. That's Lil Romeo.
No, he's more like Steve Kerr.
Right.
That movie just doesn't sell as well. Like
That
Kerr.
depends on where in the country you're selling it, but news dump. One battle after another is coming to HBO Max on Friday.
Best movie of the year, maybe the best movie of the decade. If you haven't seen it, get on it. Very, very fun movie.
Well, HBO Max has my favorite movie of the year, Friendship.
Okay.
And my other favorite movie of the year. HBO Max has all of my favorite movies of the year. Sinners and Superman.
I think
Holy
I still
shit.
have 28 Days Later as my second, but I don't know what streaming service that's on.
Does HBO Max have all of our favorites?
Sure.
Does HBO Max also have Companion too? Or is that Peacock?
I don't know.
We might have to, because we're going to do the Cinemac and Goovy Awards sometime in January. Maybe we'll we'll give a grade to all the streaming services if you had all of our good ones.
It's not a bad idea.
Even though you're going away. You're going to be somewhere in a couple of years. Not HBO Max, though. What's that song? What are you singing?
Vitamin C.
Oh. News dump. No, don't play it, guy. I forgot this has a restart to it. Oh, no. How do I stop it? There we go. All right, Mac, what do we have here? First look at Larry David's new limited series for HBO.
I think Larry David is possibly the funniest person on the planet. That's not
Even
named,
now?
That's not named Tim Robinson.
I was going to say.
Even now. It is called currently the Untitled Larry David Project, but it is a sketch comedy about American history to honor America's 250th anniversary. Barack and Michelle Obama are apparently producing this series. I don't know if that has anything really to do with it. I don't know why they have to tell us that, but I'm excited for Larry David to play in the sandbox. Anytime he's allowed to do stuff is fun.
I agree that Larry David...
Apparently, he won't be... The more I read about it, he's not going to be focusing on the Hamiltons or the Sam and John Adams. It's going to be like really tertiary characters in their experiences in that moment, which is way funnier.
I agree that Larry David's one of the funniest people of all time. I think one of his best qualities, though, is being able to find other funny people to play off of.
Yeah, and that's why I think them just operating in and around the times of significant events are going to be funny because they won't be playing the actual people.
Looking at JB Smoove, someone who, hadn't made it big yet, but everyone knew him. Everyone tried to put him in stuff. It just never. And then he went to Curb, and one of the funniest characters in television history.
Leon Block, the best.
Seinfeld, too. He made Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Have you seen Seinfeld?
Yeah, it's not as good as Curb. It's not.
Are you saying consistency-wise, or are you saying, like...
Consistency, heights, it's not as good.
Should we do a...
Seinfeld's very good.
Mac v. Goo debate?
Yeah, sure.
Want to hear my thing?
Go ahead.
Look at Time Magazine. They have Seinfeld as the number one of all time.
Oh, you got me there.
Look at Variety. They have Seinfeld as number one of all time.
Oh, you got me
I'm
there.
gonna every magazine I've ever heard of. Look at Empire, number one of all time.
Look at GQ.
GQ, Sports Illustrated
Look at
for
Home
Kids.
and Garden.
Number one of all time. Cat Fancy, number one of all time. Rolling Stone. How many magazines do I know? I have a lot of old ESPN the magazines in my parents' basement.
ESPN The Body magazine's pretty good, that edition. Remember how sick Maxim
the one with
was
Prince
in,
Fielder
like,
on it, yeah.
though?
Remember when Prince Fielder was on there?
Yeah, he was straight up nude.
Yeah.
Did anything... Now, don't misconstrue this, Goo.
Construdal?
Nice-looking women without clothes on. Clearly, people are going to be interested in. There was something magical about Maxim, who did non-nude stuff, A little more mystery. A little more mystery.
You were allowed to buy Maxim.
No.
But it felt naughty.
No. Some of those Maxim photo shoots, better than nude
Well, that's
photo
because
shoots.
Maxim was able to get, like Hollywood stars that didn't want to do full nudity, but they were like, we'll do some lingerie.
Maxim had the
Your Jessica Albas. Your
Jessica Simpsons.
Your
Jessica Biels.
All the Jessicas were on
All
there.
the Jessicas.
What if it's just called Jessicas?
That's a new magazine we could start.
How many more Jessicas you got for that? I feel like Jessica is a dying name, though.
Yeah, Jessica. Oh, Jessica from Laguna Beach. Here's another one.
What's another name that we grew up with that we don't see anymore? There's
Jessica's
a lot of
Amandas. A lot of Amandas.
I feel like Amanda's still out there, though.
Caitlin's.
Those are all prominent names, though.
These days? I don't think so.
I don't know anybody, I guess. That's really my issue. I don't speak to people. I don't know anybody's names.
No, these days we're getting people nicknamed or named after like colors. We're getting like Mauve, Navy, stuff like that.
News down. The third 28 years later movie is officially happening. Cillian Murphy is in talks to reprise his dinner role.
The second one comes out in January or February. The first one is my second favorite movie of this past year. The early reviews are in on the second movie, and people are loving it. Apparently, they said it turned it up to 11. Shout out Rob Reiner.
Yeah. Why not just make 10 louder?
I'll be interested to see how this one plays out, but they're doing the right things in this universe.
News down. Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson is going to return to the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping.
Big news. Huge news. I'm a big Hunger Games franchise fan. Movies, not reading the books. I thought those movies were very good, very strong. To me, they're like on par with the Harry Potter movies, where like no one's going to say it's the best movie of all time, but tremendously entertaining. So I'm in. I'm in on these characters coming back.
News down. Merriam-Webster's 2025 Word of the Year has come in hot off the presses, and the word is slop.
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 Which was already a word, but now it has a new meaning behind it because...
I know you kids like them sloppy.
In the year of our Lord 2025, AI has become very prominent, and it now is... confusing. A lot of old folks out there.
Children, too.
I also saw a poll the other day. I forget which newspaper or site did it. They gave people...
Could be Empire Magazine.
10
could
AI
be Cat
photos.
Fancy. Could be this. Could be
10
that.
10 AI photos and 10 non-AI photos, and they asked the people to tell them real or AI. And people got the AI ones wrong 60% of the time, but they also got the real ones wrong 60% of the times. So the waters is muddied. AI has done its job. And studios, media companies are engaging in AI slop, creating advertisements, creating
didn't
whole
Disney
properties.
just buy an AI
via
company?
Yeah, it's everywhere now. So
Yeah.
hopefully the slop gets a little filtered out. Maybe it ends up being good, but we are in an interesting moment in human history, Goo, where, like, so 100 years ago, newspapers, media, and misinformation in a lot of countries
There's always been yellow
was
journalism.
controlled by the government in a lot of instances, and you could control the news. You don't even need to control the news nowadays because you can just make up fake news and make up fake photos and videos now to confuse people, and that will just make people not trust any source. So it is interesting times to be a human being.
News dump. All right, we're going to talk about some stuff that has leaked from Avengers Doomsday. If you would like to be blissfully ignorant, I suggest that you leave. But before you do that, well, you can do this right now. Turn us off, go to YouTube, thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. Thank you for listening. And go.
So it was broken out this week, the breaking news, that the Russos have actually made 4 different trailers, teaser trailers. It sounds like 3 teaser trailers and an actual trailer for Avengers Doomsday, and all 4 going to be attached to Avatar Fire and Ash. So out this week is Avatar Fire and Ash. On the internet, Goo, the first of such teaser trailers has leaked, and by the way, these 4 will all play for a week while Avatar's in the theaters, even though it's going to be in the theaters longer than that. The first teaser trailer, Goo, that the internet has seen and released to us.
Once again, you've been warned.
Centers around Chris Evans' Steve Rogers. Reportedly, via Daniel RPK, Steve Rogers is going to be the lead in Avengers Doomsday. And I don't know how you feel about this, Goo. I don't love that we're leaning on Steve Rogers and, a character that was Iron Man.
Given a goodbye. I
Yeah.
don't love that we're getting this. I also don't love that we're being told ahead of time about it. And yes, you could say he's the main character. You're going to tell people who the main character in the movie is. I don't think you do. All you really had to do was just, instead of doing any trailers, instead of doing any teasers, just have the word Avengers on there and then be like, but this time it's the real ones. And people will go and see it.
So this little teaser trailer essentially shows Steve pulling up to the house we saw at the end of Endgame with Peggy in his hog, gets off his hog. You cut to him inside. He's looking at his uniform, his suit from Endgame, and you're like, And then, Goo, he's holding his baby with Peggy. And it just cuts and says Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. But reportedly, they released this first because Steve Rogers is going to be essentially the lead in that movie, which will feature 100 people. And then next week, Goo, is going to be a Thor teaser trailer, followed by Doctor Doom in week 3, and then we'll get the full teaser trailer in 3 or 4 weeks, the 4th trailer. I don't know about this rollout. Clearly, they're trying to grasp people's attention during the holidays.
Yeah.
This movie is still a year away. We now have a year to deal with the fact that Steve Rogers is our leading character again. But you have Robert Downey Jr. back as Doom, Steve Rogers back or Chris Evans back as Steve Rogers.
Well,
so the two
we
leads
know he's
in
back.
our original 20 movies.
We know
back.
that he's back as Steve Rogers, at least for some of the movie.
I think for all of Doomsday.
I'm saying, though, maybe they change who he is. Maybe they make him a bad guy.
That seems unlikely.
Maybe they make him.
They're going to make Downey and Chris Evans bad guys.
Look, this is where we are in some the bad territory, I would say. I think that I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to be good. I don't know what's going to be bad.
The teaser trailer better be dynamite to make up for the fact that we're leaning on Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. again. Like, I'm totally fine having Steve Rogers, Captain America, in the movie, but putting the movie through and I understand where they're coming from and what they're thinking, right? So if anyone is going to have a relationship with the person that looks like Tony Stark, Iron Man, it would be Steve Rogers.
No, Tom Holland.
And so that'll be a part of it too. you're going to have these central characters that recognized him as Tony Stark have to deal with him as Dr. Doom. And so I'm sure there's going to be something interesting there. In my head at the moment, a year out, I can't really picture it. It's not coming together.
I think there were enough characters that survived Endgame that had a relationship with Tony that you could still have that.
I agree.
Also,
I agree.
Since then, everyone either idolizes or hates him. He's the most important human being that has ever lived in this universe. You don't need to bring Steve back for this.
Yeah. No, I agree. So they better have fucking something really, really sweet and awesome.
You know how I bet they win this? The Hulk pulls out some gats.
We're just going to have an army of Hulks.
But they all have guns now.
They all have different guns, different weapons.
And they can hold really, really
it's
big
just
ones.
It's going to be War Machine and Hulks with guns that win this.
You get a War Machine. You get a War Machine. There's going to be Don Cheadle's War Machine. There's going to be Terrence Howard's War Machine.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's going to hop in one of the suits. The Hulk is going to hop in one of the suits too.
Yeah. We almost saw that in Infinity War.
And yeah, they ran out of budget.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Is that what it was?
No.
I think they just scrapped the idea.
They scrapped it, but we got the Funko Pop.
I still have that Funko Pop.
Yeah. Well, as long as Funko stays in business just long enough to put out these Avengers Pops to
True. It's going to be a whole new line of them.
To give away the movie,
mm-hmm.
We're all set.
We're all set.
Check us out at the end of the week. We are going to do Santa News Dump. How do I turn this off? Oh, it's down here.